CEOs are increasingly coming under pressure from activist shareholders as well as their own boards to consider breaking up their companies. And these are typically quite lengthy, 12 to 18 month, expensive, often 1% of revenues in one-time costs, and resource consumptive processes. It's not uncommon for 150 executives to be involved. So Bain & Company took a look at whether these actually create value. And we looked at 40 spins across a range of industries over the past decade. And what we found is, on average, they didn't create value versus the S&P 500. But those averages can be deceiving. So for the top third, the combined market cap of the companies in the first 18 months post-spin increased by 50% versus the pre-spin value. In contrast, the bottom third actually decreased by 40%. So these are clearly make or break bets on the part of CEOs and boards. So how do you increase your odds of success? And we've seen 5 key factors. First and foremost, it's critical to have a very clear view of how these companies are going to create more value apart than they can together. And that's most often the case when the synergies between the two businesses are low and when the natural investor bases are different. So one should be owned by growth investors and the other owned by cash investors. Second, in the design process, it's critical to optimize both companies to be successful in their given markets. Take advantage of the unfreezing moment. Don't just focus on pulling apart the shared bits as quickly as possible. Third, you will have dyssynergies. You're going to have smaller scale companies. There will be higher costs. You need a plan to address those. Fourth, you have to be able to achieve your base business priorities as well as execute the separation. If you've done the split, but you've lost your key customers and key talent, you aren't going to come out ahead. And finally, it's critical to have sufficient leadership talent or be able to bring it in from the outside to populate 2 public company executive teams and their direct reports, or your first year is unlikely to be successful. Separations are clearly make or break moves for companies and executives, and these 5 factors make a big difference in whether they're successful or not.